Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in our Barrage War. I'm going to feature my 6 war flags with commentary. If you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. And I've mentioned in previous videos, but I am part of the Praetorian Guardians, and we are a top 25-ish alliance. We are actually going to be looking for a new member or two to fill a spot, so if you are interested in joining a top alliance, definitely hit me up on the line app. I'm also part of the Guardians family of alliances. We have 12 total alliances, I think, with all different skill and roster types. So if you are looking for a new alliance pretty much in any skill level, definitely hit me up, and I am sure that I can find an alliance for you. Without further ado, let's get into my 6 war flags. With my first flag, I found my girl Hather on the board, so we are going to show no mercy and go after her with 3 reds and 2 blues, including Grimsteel to increase my attack and defense growth. I've got Naeem, who gives counterattack for him and nearby allies, which will be useful for Marjana, the Toon Richard, and then also Salimata. I've got Gestalt for his cubes, and then Ignazio is another healer, so this is a pretty passive team. I've only got 2 attackers, but Grimsteel's growth factor, the more times that goes off, the better the tile damage will be, obviously. The plan is to take out the right side first. Let's see how this first flag here goes. All right. Not the best of boards here, but we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna start off with the purples and yellows on the right. We're gonna try to do a little bit of tile dumping as much as possible so that we can get some new tiles. I am now going to match the 3 blues horizontally. That will set off that little cascade of greens. Hopefully we get another blue somewhere in there, and we did not. Let's match the 3 greens on the top left. That way we can match some reds finally next turn. And actually, we did get a couple more reds on the bottom, so that's good. I'm going to match those first before they get separated. And we got a couple blues. Very nice. Now, I'm going to match the 3 reds horizontally up top. Really hoping for a blue somewhere on the bottom, but we did not get it. Got a couple options with the yellows and purples in the middle. I think I'm going to match the 4 purples because that's going to give me some more potential cascading options with getting a blue somewhere on the board. We did get a blue. Not exactly where I wanted it, but we can make that work, I think. If I can survive the hits from Richard and then the next hits, then we will be in okay shape, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive it. All right. We've got 3 specials going off this coming turn. I think I'm going to hit the purple dragon. That will allow me to match some blues the next turn. We finally got some specials. Of course, the arrows are going off before the other specials are going off. Might need a little bit of luck here. Please do not hit Ignazio. All right. We are hanging by a thread. Let's use Ignazio first. He's going to heal, cleanse, and give me some attack up. And then I'm going to hit everybody with these cubes. If Grimsteel can stay alive long enough to get his special off, then I might be okay, but this is going to be tight. And I don't think the 3 blue tiles are going to give me his special. So I am going to match the greens and yellows. That was awesome. Wow. Okay. Let's match these 5 blues. I'm really glad I didn't match those other 3 blues the previous turn. That may make a big difference if Grimsteel can stay alive. Alright, now I'm not going to hit that blue diamond. That's not going to do him any good. I am going to match the 3 reds horizontally up against Hather. Now let's match these other 3 reds. It's not going to give me specials, but it'll get me closer. Actually, Ignacio does get a special because of the increased mana generation. So let's use him to heal. And now I've got 8 blue tiles right now on the board. And Grimsteel has the mana generation of 30% plus the troop and is 2%, so he comes out to 43%. I need 9 blue tiles to be able to get his special. So I need 1 more blue tile on the board, and he's only got the mana generation for 2 more turns. Okay. So if I try to create a little cascade, I do have the 5 yellow tiles I could match. And I think that is what I'm going to do. Because Hather's probably going to go off anyway, no matter what I do. I just need 1 blue tile. We did get a couple. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to hit this blue diamond this next turn. Salimata and Marjana are going to go off, and so is Toon Richard. I am going to use Gestalt right now. Now let's hit this blue diamond. Please, everybody stay alive. Richard, do not hit that right side. Thank you. Timer is going. We definitely need to speed up this battle a little bit, too. Hather's about to go off. Let's see what kind of damage we can do with these 3 blue tiles. Not as much as I was hoping with the amount of growth I have. Alright, I'm going to use Ignacio. Oh no, don't kill Ignacio. No. Let's hit this yellow diamond, do some tile dumping here. Gonna need to get lucky. Hather's about to heal again. This is not going well. Apparently I just need to stick to Fergus and Bernadette tank teams. And this match is over. Alright. Well, that's not the start I was looking for. With my next flag, we're going to go up against this Rosalind tank team. They've also got 2 Richards, 1 Glass, 1 Toon, Darkfeather, and Quarry. I've got Grovert and Mordowich, who will give Mega Fiends. I've got Thalassa and Fungustine as healers, and Sartana as another strong sniper. Alright, much better board than the last time. I am going to start off with the purples right up the middle, vertically, hoping I get a green in one of the 3 spots. We did get a green and a spot I can match a green diamond in. Very nice. Now, I'm debating on if I want to match the green diamond. I only need 2 more green tiles for Grovert and 4 for Fungustine. I think I'm gonna first see if we can get Grover activated without the green diamond. I'm going to match the 3 red tiles, hoping I get a green somewhere in there, and we did get a green. And I'm going to match them up against Rosalind. That'll give me Grover. Rather than replace Rosalind's Mega Minion with the Mega Fiend, I'm going to put this on somebody else, because I'm going to start throwing some more tiles up against Rosalind, and I don't want her replacing the Mega Fiend with the Mega Minion within a couple turns. So let's hit probably Quarry over on the right. Now I'm going to match these 3 purple tiles on the top left. I need 2 more green tiles to be able to get Grover again. And he's also got the Moth Dust slowing down his mana. I'm going to hit Quarry with Sartana. Let's see if we can kill Quarry before he even goes off. Alright, now let's match these 3 yellows and setting that cascade of reds with Rosalind. Give me a couple greens. We got 1. I'm definitely going to need to heal again soon, or heal for the first time, rather. Let's match these 4 blues. Probably should have used that green diamond earlier, because I need to heal with Fungustine. Quarry is dead, so that's good. Actually, you know what? Grover activates in 6 tiles. I don't know why I forgot that. With his second charge, because he gives himself mana with this first charge, or first special. So I'm going to hit this green diamond. That's going to give me Fungustine and Grover. Everybody should still be alive. Yes, perfect. Now, let's heal with Fungustine. And I am going to hit Richard on the right, I think, with Grover. Yeah. That's going to allow me to ghost tiles more. And actually, let's ghost these 3 purples. I actually don't need to ghost the 3 purples to get more to which. Let's match the blues and purple so I can heal with Thalassa. It's going to set up a blue diamond I can match next turn also. Perfect. Alright, so let's heal with Thalassa. I am now going to hit Rosalind with Mordowitch and give her a Mega Fiend. And then we're going to hit her with Sartana. Let's match this blue diamond here. I am going to match the 3 greens on the right. I don't want to set off too many tiles, which could potentially set off Rosalind, but this looks like a safe play. Awesome. And Rosalind should be dead from that Mega Fiend hit. Awesome, perfect. Now, let's hit this blue diamond, do some tile dumping. That's also going to give me Thalassa's special. Let's put a Mega Fiend back on Richard over here. And I think I'm gonna try ghosting a bunch of tiles over the next several turns. Try to delay their specials. Hey, we got a purple diamond as a cascade. I will take that. And let's hit Richard on the right. I only need a couple more tiles for Mordowitch, so I'm going to match the 3 purples up against Richard on the right. Let's put this Mega Fiend on the other Richard, and I'm going to hit this purple diamond, which is going to give me both of my purple specials back again. Nice cascading. I will take it. Let's heal with Fungustine, and let's just hit everybody and see what happens. But this battle should be over in a moment. And it is. Awesome. Nice comeback after that first battle. We are now 1 for 2. With my third flag, we're going to use my favorite team to use up against Fergus tanks. I've got 3 Woodland Fawns and 2 Astral Dwarves who all have a 100% chance to resist both the negative mana ailment and the instant mana reduction from Fergus, and they actually gain mana because of their family bonus. The enemy also has Ceres, Costume Diachan, Hather, and Glass Richard. Let's see how this third flag here goes. So I've mentioned it before, but with this team, I like to tile dump up against Fergus as much as possible. I'm going to start off, though, with either the greens and the blues in the middle. Let's start off with the greens, because then I can match 3 blues right up the middle next turn. And maybe we'll get some purples in the middle. We did get a purple, okay. Let's match those 4 purples. Now, let's match the 3 reds right up the middle. I am going to match the 3 purples right up the middle now, which is going to set off Fergus and gain some mana for me. Nice cascade as well. Got some blues and greens. That's going to set off Bramble and Peregrine right now, or at least give me the option to use their specials, and Tamlin. I'm going to use Bramble first, or do I want to wait for the arrows to go off, actually? Yeah, I think I'm going to wait for the arrows to go off. Let's match the 3 yellows toward the left. Now, I'd like to not match greens if I can avoid it, but I might have to, because I don't want to set off Hather. Although even setting off Hather isn't the end of the world, since she's going to go off probably the turn after anyway. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to match the 3 greens up against Diachan. I really should have used Bramble last turn so that I got the 25% mana quicker for everybody, but I feel like I'm committed to waiting to after the arrows go. All right. All right, now let's use Bramble, Tamlin, and then I'm going to use Peregrine on the 3 on the right here, I think. Or do I want to use them on 3 on the left? Yeah, let's use the 3 on the left. All right, now let's use the 3 purples up against Diachan so that I can get Bard's special. And then I need to start tile dumping up against Fergus again before Ceres goes off. Oh no, that 1 red tile might set him off. It did not. All right, let's use Bard right now. Ceres is about to go off. I don't want to gain mana for anybody else other than if they're already over 50%. Let's use the 3 blues up against Ceres. That's going to give me Ixen special. Alright. That worked out okay. Peregrine's silenced, but that's alright. Now let's use Ixen. And I'm going to match the 3 purples right now, which should give me Tamlin. And then Fergus is about to go off as well. So let's use Tamlin. And then I'm going to use the red dragon to give me Bramble and Peregrine specials, and we killed the 2 on the left with those tiles. Very nice. Actually, do I want to ghost the 3 purple tiles on the left? I think I do. That gives me Vard. That should kill Hather. Now, let's match these 3 purples to give me Tamlin, and this battle should be over within the next couple turns. Or maybe even just with this special. Awesome. We are now 2 for 3 this war. With my 4th flag, we're going to go up against this Bernadette tank team. They've also got Astrid, 2 Glass Richards, and Oracork. I've got 3 different colors of counters for Bernadette with Oni Wakamaro, the Undispellable Taunt, Medea, the Shifting Mindless Attack, and then Starlass makes it so that 3 enemies get 550% damage and then also 962 damage to the enemy and consume 75% mana when the mana is full for that enemy. It is likely that's going to get reflected back along with Lord Loki if I copy Bernadette special from the Richards, but honestly, that's okay. The main goal is to get rid of Bernadette first, and then also Astrid the Reviver, and then I will deal with the 2 Richards and Oracork. All right, decent amount of blue tiles to start. I will certainly take that. I need 5 tiles for Oni Wakamaru, 9 for Lord Loki, 7 for Medea for her first charge, and then 10 or 11 for Starlass. All right, so I'm going to start off with the blues and greens together against Bernadette, I think. Or do I want to play it safe and just match the blues horizontally? You know what? I'm going to match the purples and yellows first on the left, which will set off that cascade of blues, and we'll see what happens after that. We got a cascade of blues, even better. And then some more purples. All right, we're looking in good shape. I am going to now match those blues and greens together, or do I want to match the blues and yellows? Because if I match the blues and yellows, or rather the blues and greens, there's a chance that I could get a yellow tile that hits there, which then sets off the reds, but if I match the blues and yellows, it's going to set off the reds anyway. Unfortunately, Oni Wakamara must have had the Moth Dust because he should have already got his special, because I matched 2 sets of blues, and now Lord Loki's got the Moth Dust also. Alright. Decisions. Let's match the blues and yellows. It's going to set off the reds, but that will hopefully be the only cascade. And it was. Awesome. Okay. Now, Oni Wakamaru's special is going to last for 2 turns, which I am going to use right now, I think, or do I want to wait one more turn? I'm going to match the purples here, which is going to give me Dia-chan and Medea. There could be a cascade if there's yellows, but there shouldn't be anything else after that. But honestly, I'm going to have Medea anyway, so I may as well just use Oni Wakamaru in case if something crazy happens. So let's match these purples now. Nothing crazy did happen, but let's use Dia-chan to heal and to give me some minions. Now, I am going to use Medea on Bernadette for that Shifting Mindless attack. Let's match these 3 yellows here so I can match some greens next turn. And then actually, we're going to be able to match some blues the following turn so that I can copy Bernadette's special after. I do need to make sure that the Shifting Mindless attack is not on her, because I don't want to copy that. I've made that mistake before. It's been a while since I made that mistake. I did shift over to Glass Richard. He reflected it or avoided it. Alright, so now let's match the 3 blues vertically on the right column in the middle. Hoping I got a purple in the middle somewhere in the bottom. Nope. And I still don't have Lord Loki special because of that Moth Dust. Damn. All right, let's match the purples here. Hopefully I get a blue in the middle. I got a blue, just not in the right spot. Of course, the arrows are going off now. I'm going to match the reds so I can match the blues next turn and finally get Lord Loki special. I don't want to match the ones on the left because that's going to set off Astrid. Let's match the ones up the middle here. No cascades, please. Oh, do not set off Astrid. Man. I guess it doesn't really matter because it's going to get dispelled. That chance to get damage down to 1. Let's use Lord Loki right now. Probably going to get reflected back from one of the Richards, and it did, although one of them turned. So that's good. Now, I need some specials here. Trying to look for cascades, but not seeing anything obvious. Do need to get this match moving along. I'm sure the timer's probably going to start soon. Should have used Oniwakamaru. Figured I would hold on to him. Alright, now let's use Oniwakamaru. Oh no, Richard's going to kill him. I shouldn't have done that. I was looking at the fact that I was going to heal the next turn. But we've got a purple diamond I can match. Oniwakamaru is going to be dead for sure. Alright, well, let's match these 5 purples. Heal with Dia-chan. How many more turns is this painting for? 1 more turn. I am going to use the Shifting Mindless attack on Astrid. And then hit this purple diamond, which is going to set off that cascade of greens. Which will set off Bernadette before she loses the painting. Now let's match these greens and blues on the left here. Do not set off everybody. No. This is not good. Please kill Bernadette. Didn't kill Bernadette, but I didn't set her off. And that Shifting Mindless attack worked out amazing. Wow, I got really lucky. Let's use Dia-chan to heal first. I'm going to copy Bernadette special. This battle has been pretty wild, honestly. Alright, now let's use Starlass on the 3 on the right, actually. Because if it reflects back to him, I'm not really that concerned, honestly. It's going to be a while before he gets a special again. It did not, but it did kill Bernadette. Let's use Medea over here. Alright, they're dead. Alright, now we're in good shape. Let's go see these blue tiles. That's going to give me Lord Loki or not, because he's got Moth Dust. Let's hit this blue dragon to give Lord Loki. Let's kill or do some damage to Oracork. He has the painting for, or that effect from Starlass for 1 more turn. We're not going to be able to set him off, but that's okay. I am going to match these greens now. That's going to give me Starlass's special back. Let's activate him. Hopefully that kills Oracork. Awesome. Just Richard left. Let's match these blue tiles. Actually, no, let's match the purple tiles on the top left. Ghost these reds. Get a purple or a blue. We got a purple. Nice. Heal and hit Richard. Then that should kill him. Awesome. That was a very nice win. Very happy with how that battle went. We are now 3 for 4. With my 5th flag, we're going to go up against another Bernadette tank team. I've got 2 different colors of counters for Bernadette with Kushanku, who activates in 5 tiles. Medea, the Shifting Mindless attack in 7 tiles. I've also got Sludges and Von Rothbert for their dancing effects. Let's see how this 5th flag here goes. All right, not a great board here. We need 5 yellow tiles to get Kushanku, or 7 purples for Medea. I'm going to start off with the 3 blues up against Senius. Alright, now let's match these 3 yellows in the middle. Hopefully we get a yellow on the bottom, either the middle or the left spot. We did not. I'm going to match these 3 blues in hopes I get a yellow either on the right or the left on the bottom. We did get one on the right. Perfect. Now we can match the 3 yellows here, which is going to give me Kushanku special. Awesome. That's only going to last for 2 turns, so I do need to be careful about how I use that. I am going to match the 3 reds on the top left. Even if a green comes, it's still not going to set off Bernadette unless if some crazy cascade happens, which it did not. Very good. Now, I think I'm going to use Kushanku now because I'm going to match the 5 greens, I think. This coming turn, yeah. Let's do this. And then, actually, I think I want to match the purples and greens. Yeah, let's do this. Nice cascading, and that's going to give me my purple specials. Perfect. Let's use Dia Chain to heal. I am going to use the Shifting Miles attack on Senius from Medea. Awesome. Senius did not evade it with their rogue talent. Now, let's hit Obakan with the Von Rothbard effect. Perfect. They're dancing, they're silenced, they're going to get like 1700 damage in a few turns, and maybe it'll carry over to Leonidas. We'll find out. Alright, now, let's match some more tiles here. We do need to kill Bernadette before she goes off, or get a yellow match. Let's match the 3 purples here. Awesome. Those 2 purple tiles were enough to kill her, and I've got 3 yellows I can match this turn, which is going to give me sludges. The glass Leonidases will bypass the dancing effect from sludges, but that's okay. At least Senius and Obakan will get some damage more than likely when they go off, especially Senius. Alright, now, I think I'm going to use sludges right now because of the fact that Leonidas, both of them are about to go off, and they're going to reduce the mana of some people probably, and I don't want Sludge's mana getting reduced, so let's do this and then match these blue tiles, setting off that cascade of greens and blues. I wish I had some blues, because we get a blue diamond. And of course they did hit Sludges, so glad I did that. Alright, now, let's match this red diamond so we can do some tile dumping when I need to. We did get some new yellow tiles. Very good. Let's match these 4 yellows. That's going to give me Kushanku special. Nice dodge by Von Rothbard. I think I'd rather put this Miles attack on Senius rather than him going off. It likely would kill him because of the dancing effect, but it could also do a ton of damage to me, which I don't want. They evaded the damage, but not the Miles attack, so I'll take it. Alright, now, we need to do some tile dumping here. Let's hit this blue diamond. Of course, cascading with no colors that I need. Literally, all greens, blues, and reds. Now, I'm going to hit the red diamond. Doesn't really matter which one. Alright, this is going to give me some yellow tiles that I can match this next turn. I'm going to match the 4 against Senius, I think. Yeah, let's do this. Not enough to kill him. Let's heal with Sludges. And now, let's match the 3 purples. Maybe the 2 will kill Senius, and they did. Awesome. Now, Let's match these 3 yellow tiles over here. Let's heal with Dia-chan. And let's hit Leonidas with Medea. She can't get the Miles attack reflected back to her because she's dancing, so didn't have to worry about that. And let's hit Leonidas with Kushanku. Same effect here. If it does reflect back. It did not reflect, but he did resist it with his monk class, but that's okay. Now, let's ghost these green tiles. Hopefully I get a purple on the bottom. Nope. Match the yellows. Hopefully we get a purple on the bottom. Actually, how much health does he have left? 233. That one yellow tile is, with the dragon is not going to be enough to kill him. But that one purple tile might, and it was. Awesome. And I think I got a critical hit. That was like 634 damage. I'll take it. I am gonna hold off on using Von Rothbert for a turn, because I want Sludge's special. I think that has the ability to get reflected back. So in case if it does, I can override it with Sludge's. It did not get reflected back, so that's good. Let's use Kushanku now, and let's just try to get some purple or yellow tiles over here to kill Leonidas. Timer's running out, so close. Although the 1700 damage or whatever it is from the dancing effect is going to be enough to kill him anyway, so I don't know why I'm bothering trying to throw tiles at him. And that was indeed enough to kill him. We are 4 for 5 now. 1 flag left. With my last flag, I'm going to go up against another Bernadette tank team. They've got Domi Ventus, Zhuge Liang, Guardian Gazelle, and then also Satsui. I've got 2 different colors of counters for Bernadette with Oni Wakamaru, and then Damon makes it so that she cannot cast any status effects for 3 turns. I do also have Revna and Yukonin who work well together because Revna casts the ability to reflect ailments back, and Yukonin makes it so that buffs cannot be dispelled for him and nearby allies. So if I can get them going off together at the same time, then that's going to work out great. Damon's kind of the setup along with Oni Wakamaru because they activate in much fewer tiles. Oni Wakamaru obviously in 5, Damon in 6 tiles. All right, I am going to start off with the 3 greens in the middle here. It's going to make it so I can match some purples next turn, so that I can match blues the turns after, or we could get a cascade. All right. Thought I was going to be able to match some blues on the bottom right, but didn't work out. But that's all right. We're going to be in okay shape anyway. Let's match the blues on the right over here for Oni Wakamaru. And we've got a ton of reds on the board. I'm going to hold off on using Oni Wakamaru for at least a turn, because it only lasts for 2 turns. And we're going to use it right now, actually. And then let's match the 4 reds on the top left. We are going to use I've got an interesting spot right now, right here, because I'd like to reflect the paintings back. I've still got the taunt on Oni Wakamaru, so if Bernadette happens to go off, it's not the end of the world. So I think what I want to do is hit this red dragon, which is going to give me Yukonin special. And I need Yukonin and Revna together. Although, if Guardian Gazelle goes off, which she might from those 3 tiles, then I won't be able to reflect the paintings back. Or nobody will get turned into paintings. I do have the tiles on the left, actually, though, which I didn't realize until just now. So let's match those 3 on the left. It might set off Domi Ventus, but that's okay if it does. And no cascading happened. Perfect. Okay, now the taunt is gone, which is good, and which is what I wanted. So let's use Yukonin and Revna. I'm going to hold off on using Damon, because I want the paintings to happen. Let's match these yellows. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to set off Zugay. Let's match the 3 blues. Yeah, let's match the 3 blues up against Bernadette. No other cascading, please. Thank you. And 4 of them turned into paintings, everybody but Bernadette, of course. Now, we can probably kill Bernadette. Let's use Magni first, since he does extra damage to red. Awesome, and then... I'm just going to kill her with Damon. I don't want to mess around with her potentially going off again. Now, let's match these 3 yellows, setting off that cascade of purples. Give me some reds and blues. Very nice. Now, I'm going to use Oniwakamaru on... Who's this over here? Satsui. And then we've got Zugay. Yeah, we'll use this on Satsui. Then I'm going to match these 3 blues. Ghost these 4 purples. Nice. We got some more blues, which is going to give me both Oniwakamaru and Magni. How many more turns do they have these paintings for? 1 more turn. So I'm going to use Oniwakamaru here. And then I am going to use Magni on Domi Ventus on the left. It's going to kill him. The painting was going to wear off, and I didn't want him to attack. Although, I thought the painting ended at the end of the turn, but that's okay. Let's use Revna to heal. I'm going to hit this yellow dragon, I think. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hit the purple dragon up top. That's going to set off that cascade of the 3 reds underneath. Now, let's kill their healer. Actually, let's use Yokonin first. The minions are going to counterattack, but it's not a ton of damage back, so that's fine. Now, let's kill Gazelle, or see if we can kill Gazelle. Not quite. Gonna ghost these greens and purples. Hopefully I get a blue underneath, or I can match blues next turn, which should give me Magni's special back, I believe. Perfect. Let's use Oniwakamaru again, and then let's see if we can kill Gazelle this time. Awesome. Alright, timer's going, so we need to get this battle moving a little bit. Match these reds. Awesome. Kill Zugay. Nope. Alright, they've got the counterattack minions again. I am going to attack first and then heal, because I'm going to get some counterattack. And then match these 3 blues. Let's match these 4 reds. Is that going to be enough to kill Zugay? No, but the cascade is awesome. Let's use the same sequence of specials on Satsui with Yukonin first, Damon, and then Revenant if I need to heal, if that didn't kill her. It did not. Okay. Now we're just going to ghost tiles. Or we could set off a yellow diamond as a cascade. And this should be enough to kill Satsui. Awesome. We ended up finishing 5 for 6 after losing that first battle, so definitely happy with how that war ended up. Apparently, I just need to stick to Fergus and Bernadette tanks and not attack anybody else, because my girl Hather destroyed me in that first battle. Let me know how your Aura Barrage war went, and that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful, and if you did, hit that like button, make sure you're subbed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.